Quickly could feel that I9 class and Toby really couldn't make moves around. I feel like the two supports should be able to do a little bit more this time. However, I feel like Falcons actually has two incredibly aggressive supports this time. The way that Crit plays the Earth Spirit, he doesn't sit back. He's going to be looking to make constant moves early. Could even see him make rotations mid early. I've seen this from Crit when he used to play on... Excuse me, when he used to play on Shopify and stuff, the early TPs, like level 2, level 3 rotations could potentially happen. We'll have to see. And even versus bottom, right? If Crit finds these opportunities from tree lines, this is Pure actually could potentially be in trouble again. We saw him struggle a little bit in the laning phase. Not a lot, really, versus the Razor, but he was a little slowed down. This could cause some more issues.
I see what Crit can do. I mean, he's had quite the tournament. Coming out with some very flashy plays.
And looks like right away they're going to start off with an advantage bottom. Snake even coming down. Snake, Crit, and Amar. I feel like we've seen this a lot from teams when they're playing versus Morph. They either like harass him like crazy before the first wave, or they try to get that wave under tower so that he has a little bit more difficulty. White Mon.
I mean, Crit's going to set up on this.
It's a bit deep under the tower,
if they can get away with this. I mean, it looks like they will with the Static Link building up. They'll get first blood.
Okay. Wave will push out as well. Pure does get a nice chunk of XP, though, of course. Getting all that XP for the kill.
And eyes on Pure this game. I mean, last game, as a team, they were very far behind, but Pure still able to pull off some impressive moves. And you can only imagine that if somehow Tundra as a team can keep this game 3 a bit closer by the mid-game than the amount that they were falling behind in game 2, Pure could become quite the threat.
He definitely could. Earlier tools of being able to kill him, though, right? The Earth Spirit, I think, provides a lot more extra catch than they had last time, where it was just the Static Storm in particular. Although, honestly, Crit played like such a monster on the Hoodwink, so he did provide pretty great catch on the Morph, too, but... This Earth Spirit has a lot of potential to, honestly... All 3 cores can stop for a bit if he does get some good levels, if he gets good silences off. It's very annoying. Like for Kunkka especially, a little silence to interrupt an X combo. It can constantly happen in these fights. Yeah, I mean, Falcon, these, I feel like whenever I see them get these cores, it's also really scary. So I feel like it is going to be up to Pure how much he can do on this Morph again, if they can get to that point. Because yeah, the Timber, the Razor, I feel like it's just over and over again. I feel Falcons get this, and I've rarely seen them lose when they get both of them.
Top lane this time round. Got Mallory getting a bit of the edge on the CS. Oh, sorry, mid lane.
Mid lane, yeah.
The top lane situation. I mean, Toby had a very slow game in that last one compared to the first one. Do you think it's going to be a potentially similar story, or do you imagine there should be the chance that he doesn't fall as far behind this time round?
I mean, I would say that he should have a better time than last time, just because of the supports are better to work around him. But it still could be difficult. It still could definitely be difficult. He's playing versus, he's playing versus the same 3 cores, so it still causes the same issues when he does walk into a Razor or a Timber. And I imagine they do try probably to put similar pressure, but his first like 3-4 waves already is way better. I think last time he had 7 CS, right now he has 13, so.
19 for 2 against their 15 for 1. Just a few CS advantage here for Marine so far. Eyes will be looking the way of Crit on these early movements. See if he feels the nice little kick there up to the high ground onto the cliff. White Mon will have to spend the TP to get away from that. Crit's early movements could be huge. Top lane. The pressure here coming in from 9 class and Toby, bringing Skeeter down low, but the heals are coming out. In the mid, a bit of aggressive moves from Maureen, starting to farm behind the tower.
He's really bullying this time.
He is. This is definitely going far more in his favor than the sort of same matchup did last game. He's getting much more of an edge this time. Early on.
Pure definitely, actually, it's about the same as last time. I'd say there's definitely more kill threat bottom.
I mean, Mauri's still trying for something.
He's lifting the wave. Unable to go for the dive.
Still making sure that Topson doesn't have an easy time getting those CS under tower.
Oh, look at that wave. It is juicy.
And bottom. CS between the two of them. Amar 19 for 3 against the 15 for 4. Not the quickest of starts for Pure, but we know that he'll be able to ramp it up as long as he can scrape through the laning stage with this hero.
See, most of the time I've been seeing Crit not level the point in silence at 4.
Yeah.
This could be one where he does. I think almost all the games I've seen he's gone 2-2, but now he's playing versus Zeus and Morphling early, so potential that he does look for a sneaky little Geo Grip, even though it's really risky to do this because your mana pool is absolutely abysmal, and when you do go for that, it's like, oh my god, I actually have only one of each spell pretty much, so he probably won't go for it, but we'll have to see. Pure is already, honestly, staying pretty low, so maybe he just feels like the pressure alone is enough. He doesn't have to go for a kill with the silence. He can just go for normal build, not change up his game too much. Toby definitely having infinitely better of a time, at least.
Yeah, last time round, he was definitely falling behind in CS in the lane.
Yeah.
It's not the case this time. As you said, maybe mainly down to the support change-up. Yeah, this Timber and this, you said, just as a whole, these cores that Falcons have got their hands on, start that they're having, they're definitely going to be a problem. Seen it so many times, time and time before from Falcons with these heroes.
And this time I would say, last one they had, honestly, a little bit less wave to be able to push and force towers. This time they have the Enchantress, which I think always allows you to open up the map a little bit more to get that farm, get extra stacks if Snaking wants to as well. Yeah, we'll have to see what the moves happen from these, of course, supports from Tundra's. I mean, 9 class is just getting chased out of lane from a Centaur that's diving him in this tier 2. Oh, but he actually feeds the XP. Okay.
And the tip's starting to come out already here between them.
Yeah.
And the tip here as he takes down the obs.
Taking a bit of a beating there. 2 points in Thunderstrike this time around to try to get the lane to be a little bit better for Pure. But Pure he just keeps getting almost full linked up. That one's a 46 damage.
They get the setup on a 9 class, and Marine, he's able to follow up on it.
And it's right around the power rune.
Oh, what did it? Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna happen. But Crit! I look at these tips in there. Crit's getting...
Okay, it's exactly what you'd hope. You know,
oh, yeah.
Game 1 was pretty peaceful.
But mid,
Game 2 it started to heat up, and now Game 3. Both teams are ready to get the chat out.
But this is a like mid. The thing is, the Zeus is in mid. There's a catapult wave. They get a kill onto the Hoodwink, and they get what, half damage onto the tower. Pretty big deal. And I think Balrine, he still has the amp damage.
Yeah, he does. He's ready to look for action.
This Kunkka could die. He's thinking about going in. He does ideally want a stun to get the setup.
See what they can do. I think it was last game that they went for this. They didn't quite get Toby with this move.
Not on the first. When he had the Arcane after, he got the follow-up.
As diving in for this one, and with the pullback there, nice micro from Snaking. Make sure there's no escape for Toby.
And the Wisdom Rune looks like Tundra will be able to secure that at the least. But Toby loses his life and loses his courier as well. And some tower pressure. And mid tower also got hit a ton during that. It's actually down to less than 1/3 after all these movements that are going down.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Topson looking like he wants to strike back on this side here, but there's a ward.
There's a ward, so
yeah.
They're not going to get caught by surprise.
I mean, Snake's kind of trying to toy with him a little bit, potentially looking for an aggro play.
He's got Whitemon here, but at the same time, Snaking's got Marine around, and they're going to look to go in the body blocks as well for Snake with the micro, leaving no escape for Topson.
Great play from Snake.
Big stuff from the Ench.
That was sick. 3-0. Last game, I think he was like 0-3 at this point or more. He's actually making way more impact in the early game. This tower is potentially dead too.
Absolutely, yeah. These little early moves are really going to start adding up in favor of Falcons. They were able to build up the lead last game, of course, but this game, this opening, they're doing it a little bit quicker.
His deep ward is doing tons of work. I mean, Malorine's move. Okay, that one is a little bit... I think he tried to place the Iron Branch and maybe wasn't in range for the Timber Chain Iron Branch play. That's what it looked like. You don't really see these players do stupid stuff like that otherwise.
Topson will throw out a tip.
They'll throw a tip anyway.
This game is so high in tips.
But the Enchantress took a range creep. Mid-tower, taken out. So an early, very early tower for them to actually play super aggressive. And with these heroes, Ursper plus Ench can now look to keep diving forward. And in the meanwhile, while we've been talking about everywhere else, Pure is getting some farm, but Amar is also just matching it.
And neither really at threat of dying. I mean, maybe if Whitemon could set up onto a Amar, or some sort of glimpse back.
They just don't want to do the mistake that they had last time, because last time they went for Amar and they lost 2 heroes when they tried to go for this kill here. And he has a similar situation with a Lotus and some stick. So I think, yeah, they're opting against making that mistake again.
Yeah, that was what sort of done last time when Toby had got the 6 online, which he does have now. 6 has been hit on the Kunkka. Toby's got the boat ready to go. This top area it's a dangerous spot for Tundra. As Falcons, they've got the 4 of them here. They're starting to get the creep wave pushed around. They could start eyeing up another tier 1 tower here just 9 minutes in.
It's a much different approach, it feels like, with the aggro. I've seen no stacks, I think, this game so far. Last game, I think there was already like 12 stacks. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 here or there, but it's much less than before. They're both just trying to get that aggressive play down, look for these early towers, in particular on Falcons, that is. And oh, look at this. They're actually going through the twin gate here. It's going to be on top of Pure. Look at his HP.
I mean, they're going to see him.
Oh, the silence.
Oh, he's able to start shifting.
Not enough. It's so close.
It's going to be able to keep him fine and safe. He's going to go out with the TP. No stun available in time. Pure makes it away.
Oh my god, that was split second from him just getting popped. Crit at 5 does take the silence point. It is a very value game, as we were talking about for it. Can't quite get the finish. But they forced Pure back to base, and now this tower also in jeopardy. They are accelerating the pace of map control on the side of Falcons.
They really are. We're just, 10 minutes in, and they're really starting to take over the majority of the map.
Yeah. And yeah, I haven't seen them go back to set up for stacks, so just really looking to keep that pressure going. Crit and Snay, they're lingering around for top six, which is incredibly low on mana and HP.
He's in trouble. He'll be able to jump out to the side, but he's caught by the silence. Blood grenades out.
And Snay takes the 2 big creeps as well from him.
And there's no help for Topston. He goes down.
Oh man, he didn't even finish off the 2 creeps. Snay just poked them and finished them. These are big kills. Taking out the mid laner, Malrine getting an excellent start again. He had a flawless game last time on the Timber. These 2 supports are making it happen again here on the side of Falcons. Even though they're playing the different ones, Tundra has their supports from last game. Falcons has taken advantage.
Yeah, they really are. They've sort of come in as obviously we saw with the same cause, but playing it very differently with how aggressive they are. And that honestly could be what causes this game to potentially not be a very long one, and one in which that there just won't be the chance for Pure to get anywhere close to the point that he did in that last game, where there was perhaps a little bit of hope for Tundra.
There are some stacks now getting started, so we're seeing a double stack around it on an Ancient hard camp on both sides, as well as I think the Ancient on the far left side. So yeah, starting to a little bit of a slowdown, but look at Falcons' advantage. It's already a 3K here this time around, and with 2 towers dead. Amar has changed his build a little bit. Last time he just went for the Mage Slayer. This time he's just gone down the Falcon Blade route. Okay, bit of an adaptation. Interesting. He's gonna have, I mean, he's still pretty much a similar tankiness, but it's cool. It's interesting that he diverts from Mage Slayer when he's playing versus the Zeus still, right? So.
Yeah, I guess that's sort of after playing that the second game on the Razor, he was able to sort of experience the situation because it's such a similar one. Yeah. Just sort of was able to say, you know what, that wasn't necessary. Yep. Go for something else.
Accelerate the timing of the BKB. Yep. Then he's just like, okay, then I don't have to worry so much about any Kunkka spells. Okay, Tundra looking to make a hit happen. Level 6s are online. Yeah, Whitemon just got his Static Stone ready, so let's see what they can find.
It doesn't look like they'll find much. Falcons are rather aware of this. Maybe they'll catch a crit. He's kind of close by. But no, he's already starting to keep his distance. Falcons having a pretty good read of this sort of move. Maybe Whitemon can still get a glimpse opportunity, but crit. He's standing in position. And Tundra will not be able to catch them by surprise.
It's a lot of time spent there, what, 40 seconds or more that they were just trying to find an opportunity for somebody.
Maybe they get Snay. They'll drop the Static Storm.
Do they? Can he get kicked out?
They'll look to burst him, they will.
Holy
They'll get the complete connection.
Was that 3 ult?
It was Static Storm, Sharpshooter, and a Thunder God's Wrath. That will kill the Enchantress.
I mean, Snay is annoying, and to be honest, Snay was worth a decent chunk of money. He is 3,700 net worth and was on a killing spree, so... I mean, a lot expended,
money goes to Whitemon, though, not one of the cores.
No.
Which there was a certainly preferred. It's something, but yeah, not enough to shake up this early advantage that Falcons are holding against them. And they're moving towards the top. They've got the glimpse.
Get a catch.
The backup's coming in from Falcons. Here. Crit's able to get the kickback on a Whitemon. Skidder pots the God Strength. The damage from Pure is enough to take down Crit.
Okay.
Get the boats out, but it won't make an aggressive connection onto any of Falcons. Whitemon tries for the TP out. Marine's able to cut him down.
Can they disengage? Looks like they should be able to on Tundra. Okay, 1 for 1. A lot of reaction from Falcons, again, as we see them do pretty much every single game. Always TP reacting quickly. But no reaction from Amar, of course. He's like, I will chill and farm and be happy. That BKB, like I said, gonna be very, very quick. And just keeping it, consistent 3 to 4K lead, keeping their towers alive. I think that's the big thing. Top tower probably going to drop now to Pure, who does get involved for an early kill. Switching the build up a little bit. Don't believe I saw him have the Dragon Lance last time. Guess he wants to have a little bit more of that range versus the Razor, just adapting a bit. I think he just rushed Manta last time, if I recall correctly.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I mean, when you just sort of look at the state of the map, you know, for Tundra, where would you say their easy opportunity is to make a move? Like, which of these cores could they look to kill at this stage of the game?
I mean, they still can get the kills. It's just the positioning of where they are. Like, Amar, if they go for Amar, you have to commit literally everything, and you may not even kill him. It's not the easiest for them to go for these cores by any means right now. They'd have to they have to just commit all the ults, but the way that Falcons has been playing, they've kind of been covering themselves nicely to not allow these cores to get caught like that. Support's always in front.
Oh, 9 class. I mean, they're actually kind of going to make the split move. You know, Snaking and Skeeter will start things on towards 9 class.
Oh, and they're
the
getting
rest
Toby.
of them, they're on top of Toby as well.
Oh, that's a heads-up move.
Mallory and Crit, they take down Toby. Snaking and Skeeter should be able to get 9 class. He'll try and push his way up with the sharpshooter. Drops the tree down as well to try and block him off.
Good try. He'll make him work for it.
He really is. But it's the fact that they're not only getting him, but they did get Toby as well. That Falcons' moves continue to pay off.
And just continue to farm with Amar, right? Pure gets some space out of it at the least bottom. His team looks like they're making the move over, maybe expecting some rotations to come from Falcons and hoping to get some type of kill here. I see Whitemon and Top's in position. Can they catch on the transition?
Whoa. They'll drop the Static Storm. Thunder God's Wrath as well. They're trying to burst through Amar. They'll finish him. Pure's able to waveform across, offer that final bit of damage required to get the kill. Topston may pay for this. Crit and Marine in on top of Topston.
Pure
with the God Strength chasing out Pure. Marine's ready to continue to stay on top of the morph. He's got the waveform down to the low ground.
Marine
got anything to blink with this Crit. Trying to follow up and over towards Pure. Pure turns into the Earth Spirit, tries to roll away, but the block off there from the Timber. Roll forward from Crit. They'll lock him down and kill him off.
All right, they get Amar, but look what it ends up costing you, 2 of your cores. And you have to, I mean, you used quite a bit of ultis there as well to just get that kill. Honestly, he almost, like this, I'm like looking, I'm like, man, maybe if he had the Mage Slayer, he actually might survive there this time. But
we'll see it again. Either way. Did get very, very low. Pure, very nice to be able to head in and take him out, but at the end of the day, ends up costing them the 2 of their lives.
It's like Pure committing for the kill, just makes himself die as well too, so it's your carry for the offlane. Who knows if that ends up being worth it for him. Doesn't feel like it. Feeling the pressure, Topston. 5K lead now for Falcons.
That's building up a lot quicker than it did last game.
Glimpse. They've got big damage.
They can kill him off a second time. And they've got enough.
Beautiful. BKB is literally on its way. Yeah, it was like halfway to him.
That's the time to catch him all. Their big kill, and they won't lose anything in return for that one.
They will lose. They'll lose their ward now, but that ward now got them that secondary kill, which is huge.
Pure.
That slows them down a lot. I mean, BKB's done, but those are pretty big kills.
Should be able to get this tier 1 tower as well if they want to stick around for this. Pure having the backup of Toby.
Toby's got the Ags.
9 and Whitemon are ready to fight if necessary, and it won't get brought to them. Falcons, they'll let the tier 1 fall.
Toby's got his Ags again, but the BKBs are online for both of the main cores on the side of Falcons, so could see Falcons look to take a fight here, but depending on how Toby positions himself, if he can get an initial torrent stun, perhaps they could get some of these heroes. And also the rest of them, of course, don't have BKB.
Yeah. I mean, overall, compared to sort of the state that they were in last game at this time with the similar cores, you know, it's much better in terms of the cores for Tundra. Yeah. You know, all 3 of them, they've got good farm. Just overall, it's the support difference right now. Yes. You look over towards Falcons, the 2 of them having a much better time than their counterpoints over on Tundra.
Yeah, Snae's scaling. He's going actually like the team build. He's going Solar Crest Jump, but that's going to make his Razor, make his Sven that much stronger, while the Morph, he doesn't have a steroid from his allies.
Crit.
Oh, it's a catch.
Able to get in and get the catch here onto Toby. TPs are going to be coming in. Can they save Toby long enough to allow him to turn this around and get the boats off, but Toby's gone. Crit rolls across. Pure will nuke him down with the waveform. Now on the side to get the static catch on both of them. It's a big cleanup, and Toby able to clean up a double kill from the grave there.
He got the Torrent Storm off before he died. That was huge. No BKB coming out from the Razor. He got chain stunned.
We'll see that again.
Split second.
They try and burst through him. They're not quite able to kill him off before he gets off the boat and the Torrent Storm.
They watch Amar here. He gets hit by the taunt, and he's just dead immediately from it.
That's a big fight for Tundra to be able to have sort of handed to them there. Falcons with a bit of an overextension.
Toby watching from the grave. He's like, yes, thank you.
It all works out, and oh my goodness. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Well, hopefully they'll be back soon.
But that feels so good, to be honest with you. That's Falcons going for a super aggressive dive there with their BKBs versus Torrent Storm. And they get some nice trade kills. 3 for 1.
And then into a 5-man rage quit.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Good point.
Let's hope that they're coming back. I'm sure they will. But yeah, moves like that definitely keep Tundra's hopes on the table here. Yeah, just a 3k advantage now. I mean, with the moments that they'll be dead and the time that Tundra can pick up the farm, that lead will start to drop.
It feels quite a lot better than last game, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Amar
a million times better for Tundra's sort of hopes of dealing with the lead that Falcons have. That last game, it was all on Pure to maybe make something insane happen. This time round, the sort of wealth is much more evenly distributed on their cores.
And they've honestly
they're all having a game.
They've solved the Amar issue a little bit here. Last game,
a couple of times now.
He was like unkillable. This time,
3 times back to back. 3 times what in the last 3 minutes?
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, seems like a little bit of issue here for the Falcon boost, so we'll have to wait a few moments here.
Probably Slack stripped over the cable.
Yep, good job, Slacks. He's probably trying to
get
sneak into the room.
Yep. But, yeah, looking at some of the damage dealt. Of course, the 2 mid laners, they're the ones doing the most right now. Thompson on that Zeus will always be in that top spot, regardless of how the game's going and the nature of the hero.
Trying to see what other challenges we have. Any other item?
And that's pretty big thing. You've got to look towards Skinner. And I think Maureen obviously on his Timbersaw yet to die this game. And he didn't die at all last game, right?
Nope. He went the Aghanim.
Maureen didn't die at all last game. 5-0-18. So he's going to be looking to keep his unkillable stat in touch here going into the second Timbersaw game for him this series.
Always has this kill threat onto Toby in these moments in the game. The thing is, though, now Toby, having a much better game than last time, he's going to get enabled to have this BKB, I say, at a better time. So after getting this double kill, if he's able to get BKB, he's pretty survivable in this game.
Yeah, they will be very unlikely for quite a long portion of the game to be able to kill him during the limited stuns they have. Like, he will be able to BKB and get off his combo in these team fights. So if they want to go on him, they've got to be prepared for the fact that everything's going to get thrown back at them.
Yeah, definitely feeling the bit of the difference, of course, not having like the AoE bushwhack stun and everything. We saw crit landing just unbelievable ones last game. He's still landing good spells with his Earth Spirit, but he's having to commit on his Earth Spirit.
Yes, it's
4 deaths.
It's a lot more difficult, right, the Earth Spirit. Crit, one of the best players, of course, in the world on the Earth Spirit. But just the nature of the hero, right, compared to something like the Hoodwink. Pretty strong hero right now.
Yeah, just gets to sit in the back, cast his spells freely for the most part. Even though they have ways to hunt him with the Earth Spirit, yeah, again, you have to commit yourself pretty far.
And that can be pretty terrifying against some of these heroes and the amount of AoE and team fight damage and control that they can kick out here, Tundra.
Looks like Marine's still grooving a little bit, giving this little head bob and stuff like that. But
so we're just checking everything's fine and everyone's able to get back in. At the moment, none of them have been able to, so...
Amar's probably pretty sad.
The problem is...
Pause while he's dead, you know, of course. He's probably going, oh, man.
I mean, should be. You'd imagine an easy fix. It is, at the moment we do have, of course, Tundra still connected to the lobby, so just very likely that some sort of connection going over towards the Falcons booth as a minor issue. But, well, definitely time during this pause for Falcons to have a bit of a talk about how they want to go about getting that next move, right? There was a play that they went for behind the tier 2, ends up sort of getting thrown in their face. So they'll definitely be doing their best to make sure that sort of overextension is not going to happen again anytime soon.
Yeah, if they go for this type of clear, Toby has to die before he gets spells off. Period. Like he has to die faster. Cannot allow him to get that stuff off. So.
And I think, from Tundra's side of things, the fact that this game has so many similarities in heroes to the last one, and that they are holding sort of across the board in a much better position. Toby with the farm that he has.
And they're not against...
They're going to be feeling better.
Not against Ag Static Storm potential of the late stages when Morphling was starting to thrive, of course, as we saw from Pure from the last game. So,
down the line, the only sort of way that they can go about dealing with them in a similar fashion is once those late game hexes come out, right?
Yep.
Outside of that, the instant sort of stuns or catches, it's not really going to be there. Pure is going to be able to remove, dispel, dodge everything else. So, absolutely. If they can keep this game in a pretty stable position, Tundra, Pure's Morphling could be a lot deadlier this time round.
Yeah, I like when I see people just like small adaptations, like Pure. Maybe he was like, oh, Dragonlance actually feels much better if I can go down this route rather than just a Rush Manta, Conda, etc., stuff like that. So yeah, little things, of course, mattering. And then, of course, we see like the Falcon Blade instead of Mage Slayer. Maybe Amar being like, maybe I would have wanted to have that or something. Who knows? You never really know what the pros can be thinking in here is. Snake?
Okay, so it does seem like whatever issue we do have right now is going to take just a few moments. Hopefully a few moments. That's what we have to leave you waiting for until we're able to get it fixed. So apologies for that. We are going to head to a short break, I've been informed. So we're going to make sure that everything is good to go to get this game on ASAP and that we're able to sort out the network issues with Falcons booth very, very quickly. In fact, yeah, me and Fold, we'll go and get on that right now for you. We'll go fix it. We'll be back shortly. We'll just cut to a short break. Don't go anywhere, though. This game will resume very, very shortly, I hope.
Chance in life, take it or leave it, to go to the edge and still survive. If you ride that laser beam, it's a light that brings your dream alive. I'm having a feel-good day, and it's all on the bright side. It's starting to go my way, from a call to a joyride. Though I don't know why, I could jump the fire and dance a wild ballet. Cover the raindrops in your eyes. Seeing is believing. Let every heartbeat energize. Never mind that thundercloud. There's a time to shout aloud and cry. I'm having a feel-good day, and it's all on the bright side. It's starting to go my way, from a call to a joyride. Though I don't know why, I could jump the fire and dance a wild ballet. Just enough, shake the blues off. Now we're changing, it's all on the bright side. Life is better when we're headed, rearranging, a crawl to a joyride. Just I'm having a feel-good day. It's starting to go my way, so go my way. I'm having a feel-good day.
so right, feels so wrong. Wishing I could let it go, but feels so right, it can't be wrong.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies again for the delay. We do have everybody back in the lobby, so we should be good to get the action on very, very shortly. We're just waiting for the go-ahead from the admins. All players are in position and ready to resume. There we go. Yes.
Okay, looks good, yeah.
Network issues have been resolved. We can get you straight back into the action as we continue with this Game 3 at Tundra versus Falcons. Just give you a quick recap if you just tuned in, or if you went and watched something else during that little break and forgot what the hell was going on. Falcons, they've got the lead, but they did just go for a bit of a move that did kind of knock back some of the advantage that they had. So Tundra definitely still in with a chance, as it's still early days here in this game. 19 minutes in, 9-11, and 3K lead for Falcons.
Wonderful. I love pauses like that. I feel like it just like messes with everyone's brain. I wonder how it is nowadays in like the pro games, because back in the day it would still be the same. They'd be like, all right, what the hell's going on again, guys? After like a 7-minute pause, you have to like full reestablish. But Falcons look like they talked and they have their plan immediately ready, and a quick smoke as soon as they respawn. Malrine about to have his Aghanims done, so exact same build that he's gone for the last game. It did make him invulnerable.
Yeah, he didn't die.
He's going to do it again. And he has a shield rune, so looks like they want to bring the action again. Keep looking for those aggressive plays onto Tundra. They feel strong. They do have these BKBs at the ready versus that Torrent Storm, so as long as they get them off or they pop him beforehand, the fight should be pretty successful for them. Whitemon being a little sneaky, perhaps trying to set himself up here to steal a Wisdom rune at some point.
I mean, he's got
but he's
a long time to wait around, Jay.
Yeah.
He's just getting out of it.
I was like, he's sticking around. But he is nuking the wave out, so did get the Thunderstrike, of course, on that creep wave, and he'll take out at least 2 of the creeps.
I mean, in terms of either team setting up for Roche, is this something that they could consider anytime soon, either of them?
I guess they could. They have the Enchantress creep plus a Solar Crest, so yeah.
Yeah, they're going to try it.
Could absolutely look to do that.
There we go, Skeeter into the pit.
Not going to be the fastest, of course, but it's pretty safe because Snake, Enchantress things. Actually decently quick.
Ooh, top lane.
Do force the BKB out from Amar. But that rush is gone.
They can continue to keep playing aggressive. Of course, with this time, though, that they've been spent in the pit, you do indeed see the lead start to diminish. So Tundra as a whole are farming up the map quite a treat in this downtime.
Pure claims the top spot for the first time in this game, and Dobson honestly quite close behind all of them. Pretty much 4 tied cores. And Toby this time, it's a completely different game for him. He's going to have his BKB at a pretty good time as well. Tormentor to fall. Snaking will be able to get his. Honestly, a really nice shard. Sporanko is very valuable.
Tundra, they'll get their Tormentor as well. Falcons, as I say, I would imagine we are going to see them try for aggressive moves with the Aegis. Maybe at least wait until the God Strength's back up. The Skeeter, 25 seconds until that will be there. They could definitely look to try and force a fight.
Yeah. Especially with the Earth Spirit, more natural, fight starter, and then, double BKBs to be able to force and run through the Static Storm, run through the Kunkka spells as well. Grouped up together, but Tundra continuing to get that split farm, as you said, so that net worth is pretty much negligent. It's just completely even, or negligible. Amp damage on Skeeter.
Yeah, they're going to want to go. They're going to want to try and find something. Cement that lead that they did once have this game. It's starting to drift away.
Looks like a couple heroes, at least on the side of Tundra, looking to set up and push out top as much as possible. Falcons want to keep this pressure going, get that objective advantage. Tier 2 glyph forced. Still have the Dark Troll Summoner, though. They want to continue putting this pressure here, Skitter. Took some harass.
Let's see if they can poke out anything from him, but he's keeping his cool. Onto the tier 2 again. Creeps have gone though, so the back door kicks back in. Trying to cut the creep waves here, but we'll be able to bring it in once more. And should get this tier 2. Still a good timing here. 23 minutes in. Falcons Shutting down a bit more of the map.
Yeah, brute forcing it, but of course Pure keeping up that increased farm. Top also dead, and the Conda, it's finished if he wants to go for it. And White Mind trying to find any farm that he can, but he's going for more... It's not really that Aghanims game where it's like a GG Aghanims for the Disruptor this time versus these carries, so he's just going for these smaller items. Force Staff and Lotus, super valuable versus Sven. Especially that Lotus. I mean, throw them Lotus on the Morph, and he's going to be able to just run in versus Sven and Razor a lot freer this game, if he's able to get the farm of it. And that's ideally how Tundra really wants to play, is play the game slower, stall out until these bigger items so Pure can actually stand his ground. So as we said, as we saw last game, it's very close to him being able to do so.
I mean, that really is the thing. The fact that last game, it felt like there was still a little bit of a chance for Tundra, despite them being like 20k behind. Yeah. You've only got to imagine in a game where the goal difference is this small, this close, that there is quite the hope here for Tundra to do something very explosive in the team fights around their Morph. I think Falcons will definitely feel the pressure to keep things up and going in their favor, because if this game starts to slow down, slip behind for them, Tundra could hit hard.
Yeah, Pure in particular, right? Just he's able to get these links onto the Sven, as we saw last time, just how fast he can kill him. If he can get those timings, like BKB, as soon as he got the butterfly, that's when it was like, uh-oh. Wait, Skeeter does get the kill, but it's a BKB.
He's able to find an opportunity to get that. It'll push him very close to having the Aghanims.
Okay.
But just a minute and a half left on that Aegis. So by the looks of it, probably not going to be able to get the time to really go for any further push. Won't have the sort of opportunity to try for the tier 2 top. But they'll still be happy with the progress. They got the tier 2 mid, they got the tier 2 bottom. Still keeping ahead. But in a head-to-head team fight, it's definitely not going to be clear-cut here for Falcons. Tundra, they're getting their own items online. BKB's done on Toby.
Toby should... the thing is, Toby should be able to get his spells off, right? With his BKB, he should be able to get everything off.
There's no way he's not getting spells off in these team fights here. They just don't have the tools to lock him down long enough to kill him off before he's able to pop that.
Malrine. Gem put on him, Snay, looking to keep control of the map vision. On top of having these, the tower pressure and the objective advantage, they're looking to also keep that vision advantage since the jump. It is going to be everything. Feels like one big fight could explode this game. Skitter has hit level 18, max God Strength online. Crazy how close all these networks of the cores are.
And they know that each and every time, someone of Tundra has been farming on this top line of the map.
Okay, Whitemon actually does switch it up. I thought he was actually going to go for the Lotus. He's going for the big play. He
does
the Axe.
Okay.
All right.
Top Pure, he's out just in time.
It is like the best Ags in the game, to be fair, so can't blame him. But definitely did feel some merits about that Lotus Orb and stuff like that. Like, playing Morphling into Sven to return the stun to reflect Link and stuff like that. But yeah, I can never blame this Disruptor for going for an Ags, I guess.
I mean, if he can catch and control these cores, as beefy and tanky as they are, Pure will be able to tear through them pretty quickly with how good his farm is on this Morph.
Yeah, they'll have to do it in a little bit of a stranger fashion, but it worked earlier for them, in particular when Toby got like the Torrent from a distance to start the fight, and then you drop the Static Storm on top of it if you have the Ags, so...
They're starting to head out as the 4 of them here, Tundra. Malrine probably going to just TP back or take the gates up to the top lane. Could stick around for some farm first if he wants to. There's no sort of vision down here, so he's not under any threat of Tundra really realizing that he's playing this part of the map. Well, maybe with the Thunder God's Wrath coming out. See them go quickly with that towards the top lane. There's no Amars around.
All right, triple BKB's finished. Falcons, Malrine now has his also. Maybe he was a little worried about going for the dive plays without it versus this Kunkka, versus this Disruptor. Now those 3 BKB's cores at the ready. They're going to smoke off of it immediately.
I want to keep this advantage, Falcons.
Pure doesn't
want to try and find these pickoffs.
Pure doesn't have his yet. Oh, this would be a huge pickoff if they find Toby. He can, of course, just BKB TP.
Could even clear another wave before he's out. They'll offer up a torrent. They know he's here, but yeah, I should say there's no threat of him dying.
Malrine will get the chase. He'll get the wisdom
as well. I mean, nothing to be done here. He can BKB TP, as you say, whenever he wants. He's out, gets the Wisdom Rune, gets out of there, and is able to waste a fair bit of time.
All right, nicely done. Cleared the waves as well when they got both of those Wisdom Runes. And it will be buy time for Pure to finish up his BKB, which is now finished for that upcoming fight. All this time, it's just culminating to that one humongous fight. Snay looks like he's about to have Pipe finished. So all about these auras to make sure his team can survive through the damage. He has a Solar Crest to block for his physical, Drum to buff him up, and then about to have that Pipe too. I say about to. He's actually 1,000 gold away, so I forgot how expensive Tarisk is now. But
Tundra setting up around the mid.
there's no BKB on Toby right now. 50 seconds.
That would give them the potential chance to take him out before he can get the spells off if they catch him at the start.
Pure and Topson looking for a bit of a flank to just pop a hero before the fight.
They've got the vision down. Falcons, Tundra waiting on the high ground. We're going to see he's just going to go straight for it.
They're on Toby.
He's going to push in on the mid lane, and indeed they found the Kuka outside of the base. Toby's going to get dragged back. He's dead. Maori's able to finish him off. They've lost Damar. Pure, he's in. He's going to stand his ground against Skeeter.
It worked.
Units to fall. Double kill for Pure. And now he can clean up over towards Snaking. Closes the gap in onto the Enchantress. It's going to be a triple kill for them all.
They committed far to get Toby. Pure's just wailing away on them the whole entire duration.
I mean, this Morphling, as just the fact that there was a hope, there was a sign of him being able to do it in the last game. And now in this game, where the score's pretty much settled as even, it's, you know, Pure, he's probably telling you that this game for him, it's on easy mode.
It feels like he's getting just so much more out of it. Look at this. He just gets the full link. Skeeter can't fight this. Look at the damage on this Morphling. He's hitting for 400 onto that Sven. That's the fight, Tundra. Tundra got handed to them a little bit, of course, too, from Falcons going into that dive, and Pure comes out big on it.
This Morphling.
That's what he was hoping for last game.
It's a problem. It's a big problem.
Does he just queue up the Butterfly now, too? He's got the Elven Tunic already, so if he wants to go down that route to just be able to stand toe-to-toe versus
they're not going to be able to kill him. And they don't have sort of that sort of ag static Stormcatcher from last game. As I said, the only close thing that they could get to that this time around is once they get the hexes out in the late game, but that's a long while away before anyone's going to be dreaming or being able to walk towards any sort of hex in their item progression. Catching this morph, killing this morph, it's going to be a problem.
It sure is. I feel like it's like for Amar in these fights, it's kind of complicated how he wants to approach, because if he runs in first or so early like this, which he obviously wants to because he's high DPS, he's pretty tanky as well too to cause all this attention, it's always going to give Pure a target, just get that automatic link. He just jumps in on top of it, and he's going to have a full link every
Falcons, they've got to keep going. Go for these smokes, go for these plays, go for these kills. They cannot sit back and play the game out and farm.
No. They cannot. If the game goes too much later, honestly, this Morphling is absolutely going to have this
Absolutely.
success.
Now, seen Toby, but he's got the BKB back up.
He's just going to TP.
So he's away. Falcons just scrambling to find kills.
Maybe that gives him a potential for Roshan. It is back up, but they're going to smoke out Tundra. They are very ready for this fight. And the Aghanims, it is done on the side of Whitemon, too. Scan immediately comes
They'll
out.
have to get there quickly. Skeeter will be doing this pretty fast.
The Roar will come out, though.
They've got to head over it ASAP if they want to stop this. I mean, that Thunder God's Wrath might spook them enough. I mean, Skeeter feels that he's got the damage to commit and finish this, and they have. They'll be able to get this in time.
Holy moly. That is quite a call to make.
The Roshan will be theirs.
He BKBs. He's keeping the hell out of there.
Yeah, they don't want to take this fight yet, Falcons. They'll bail out. They got what they came for, and they'll get everyone out safely.
That was a bit scary for a second there. I'm like looking, I'm like, dude, a lot of damage that comes out just from that Zeus ult.
Now, what can they get done with the Aegis?
Yeah.
They'll wait for those cooldowns, as you say, wait for the God Strength to be back up.
Then
they'll definitely try and make moves.
The one thing about the Aegis, though, it is on Sven, which is a little bit of one of those weird ones. You know, he's carry in a way, right? Because you have to save your God Strength, ideally, or something for, like, the Aegis spawn. So we'll see how strong it's going to end up being on Skitter. I feel like Pure is he's absolutely set up for success.
They can't quite finish off the Tormentor. They're losing to that. So they'll have to refuel and come back with a few more than just the two of them if they want to take that down. Oh, 9 class.
If he connects.
If he connects, I mean, he probably wouldn't have killed him, but still a bit of a scary spot to find yourself when you turn up to the lane after getting beaten down low by a Tormentor. Skeeter's fine. He'll back up, refuel. Pure. And he will be able to finish off his Tormentor, no problem. Shard goes the way of 9 class.
Full Scotty already for him. He is so massive. He didn't go down the butterfly route this game, but maybe feeling like he doesn't even need it since they're ahead. There's, yeah, 5k gold lead for Tundra now.
My sprites are with us.
See, snaking and Maori, see if they have a bit of a better effort. Skeeter and Crit, they certainly will.
They got him.
They'll get themselves their shard for Skeeter.
That's a good one. Any extra protection, it feels like, I honestly feel like he needs that physical protection versus this Morphling who's just ripping him to shreds. Every little bit matters.
Dire's top tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
I'm like wondering how they approach the fight. It's like either pop a hero before they get some of these spells off, or Amar has to approach in a weird way to not let Pure get a full link. I don't know.
I mean, they just don't have enough stuns really to kill someone like Toby.
Not yet.
You know, they don't have long enough of a lockdown.
No hexes either on the horizon for honestly.
Like, he
a long
will
time.
get his spells off. Maybe you can kill the supports off quickly, but if you're spending time going on them, it's highly likely that the rest of Tundra's cores will tear you apart.
Yeah, it feels like Tundra now,
Super difficult.
the ones that could potentially be searching for the fights themselves rather than playing
They're
it
strong.
defensively.
They know
very
how strong they are right now with the 5 of them. They're going to look for the setup with the glimpse.
Static Storm.
there, and that is not a chance at all for Maureen to survive.
Gem hits the deck. They're chasing for more.
Pure turning into the Sven. He's got the stun to set up onto Skeeter. We'll see if he wants to dive this. He'll turn over towards Snaking. They get the X-Mark drag back onto the Enchantress. Pure's in.
Huge
Another
kill.
kill for Tundra. It really does feel like Falcons, they're losing control of this game by a lot now. It's an 8k lead for Tundra. You could feel in the way that Falcons were playing. They knew that they had to play fast to try and punish this morph. The same core lineup as they dealt with last game. But now the game very much is at the stage where Pure, he absolutely feels like he's got this. This is his game to carry, this game to close.
100%. Jumps in, finds the banner. Toby,
He's got the BKB.
he's fine. And Skeeter now potentially in trouble himself.
I mean, they've got the X combo into the Torrent. Crit will be able to pull him out to the side, but Pure, he's wrapping in from the edge of the fight, and he's ready to get in onto Amar. Amar's got the BKB and the static link. Pure, he'll have to hold back. Same for Amar, he'll have to retreat back to the base.
But fully retreated, you can just see how defensive Falcons is having to be. Also, to point out, Maureen, I was going to mention it from earlier, but Maureen tried to use the Timber Chain trick versus the Glimpse thing, but he got caught. I don't think they knew about that Ag Static Storm either. So Whitemon, it pays off him going for that full greed play.
Radiant structures are fortified.
9k lead. Pop the Glyph to keep their waves along, also to clear bottom out, since Sine actually got, look at, wow, he actually got bottom tower down to 20%. Just from a Dark Troll Summoner.
Tundra looking for the vision. The Nimbus down, they don't quite have them close enough for the Glimpse back.
Okay. All right. Amari's gone for the Lincolns. Okay, so that's, I guess, the approach to block out the Morph so that he can actually potentially not get that Link grabbed from Pure, but still a couple ways, of course, to be able to proc it, even through BKBs, you know? That's the one problem with this Lincoln's item. A 10k lead. Pure closer and closer toward that next item that will make him even more invulnerable. And Falcons yet on the back foot. Aegis getting reclaimed very soon.
Oh, bounty!
It doesn't seem like they're really any close to any sort of crazy big item either on Falcons that would change the outcomes of these team fights.
I just keep cooking Maureen. I think it's when I see him queue up the Hex, and if they can actually get that one,
It's got to be the item, right? They need it.
It feels
Someone's
like
got to get one.
Yeah, it feels like it's absolutely necessary from him to have any type of chance. Maureen, he is spotted down bottom from this Thunder God's Wrath. He does have the TP back up now.
Radiant are scanning.
Close though, Toby
Yeah,
almost
nice
finding him.
read there.
And the supports now, yeah, really starting to scale as well too. We're seeing, I mean, the two supports that Falcons had last game, it's the two supports that Tundra are having get this good farm. Even though 9 class has been a bit quiet, I feel like, he still has this farm. What's going to be the move? Both teams smoked up.
Exact same time here. This could be devastating for Falcons if this one goes wrong.
They need to catch someone, like, and kill someone before the fight starts, or it seems like it's going to be pretty damn difficult for them. Pure has spent his gold. Full Satanic
He's trying to
online.
lead the way, sort of scout out the situation. They get eyes on Pure.
Don't believe that's the one that they want.
The rest of Tundra hidden now on the opposite side of Falcons. Neither team getting quite the bite that they wanted to start that move with.
But the push is gonna keep going here mid. Looks like Tundra. Do they have any creeps though? They do not, so they actually cannot. And it looks like Skeeter's gonna be able to grab it, so they can't actually go for their push here onto mid. They're gonna have to meet and look for the side of Falcons. They're just hanging around in the area.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Thompson able to keep the creep waves cut.
Okay, they'll push the other two. Yeah, they'll cut top and they'll cut bottom with 9 class.
Tower is under attack.
But they want to take this fight. They're TPing back.
Thunder God's Wrath to try and scare them off to start things. Falcons will indeed begin the retreat. They know that Tundra's going to be very interested in chasing this 9 class.
They're on crit.
They're going to get the torrent connection. Pushback to follow up. Crit getting burst. He's up into the air with the Yules for now. As soon as he's straight back down, can he actually get out of this one? No, he's gone. The rest of Tundra, they're ready to try and chase for more. They've got eyes on Maureen.
He's in trouble.
He's going to have to BKB. BKB comes out in play before the Bushwhack connects. Pure, he's in, just dishing out the damage to Maureen, but Amar is in with the static link onto Pure.
Pure's got the link too.
Still healing up. He'll waveform away, separate himself from them for now. The root comes in and the Bushwhack from 9 class to lock down Amar. It's 2 dead. Falcons, they've got to run. They've got to retreat. They're hiding in the trees, but the TP from Snaking is cancelled. Waveform forward by Pure. I mean, they're all going down. Maureen's gone. Snaking's out. Skeeter, he's been found. He will turn and kill off 9 class.
Can he get away?
But they're going to try and chase this.
Any vision for a glimpse? Another waveform soon.
Not quite. Oh,
so close.
Pure.
Oh, he's trying.
I mean, Pure will dive this. Oh, not quite able to get the connection with the plasma field, but of course,
damage is done.
It really is. 4 dead. Tundra taking each and every team fight now.
Catch a perfect hero to start the fight, remove crit, and it's just, yeah, full panic. Falcons can't disengage. No way. Pure is able to just get in on top of them. I think he gets the morph and he gets the link off, so the Lincolns didn't end up helping Amar to protect versus that one. And it was a link on Skeeter again as well, too, so he can't actually stand to fight. And a perfect waveform to disengage versus the Ags fence stun, so. Tundra cruising now. They've made it to the point that they needed to this game. Pure, an absolute monster.
Very much showing that in terms of the draft, what the sort of switch up in supports, it made all the difference. Just taking away that disruptor and hoodwink from Falcons, getting it on their side around the same cause.
And honestly, Toby having a night and day difference.
It really did. That last game was a rough one for him, but back on form with what he was able to pull out really in game 1.
Yeah. And now he's got Timeless Relic. He's got everything he needs in the game.
Yeah.
BKB, Bloodstone X, Timeless Relic, close to Refresher. These fights just getting infinitely harder for Falcons. They can't really like, kill anybody, it feels like. They're all just so tanky. They're in.
Whitemon's in. They try and get the static storm onto Amar, but Amar's able to get out to the side, put the BKB. And no one to be found with this catch. Falcons will avoid the jump.
Is that the double ult it was, right? Refresher, popped both from Thompson, so quite a bit expended, nothing gained. And Falcons will look to try to strike back. Since there's no static storm, I think that's the bigger one that they're playing against.
I mean, they've got to look for these fights outside of the base. They can't afford to sit back and take a high ground, especially when Roshan is back up.
They just have to catch him off guard. They can't just take like normal 5v5s by any means at this point on the side of Falcons with what they're up against. Have to do something crazy. I mean, Pure is continuing to spend his gold, right? He used everything for the butterflies.
That's true. Whilst they are overall in a much, much more comfortable position than last game, dying without buyback can change a lot of things.
Very hard for him to die, though,
It is very, very hard for him to die.
No Ag Static Storm.
I tell you what, the Falcons...
They're going to hear the roar.
I mean, I don't think they're getting away with this. The Nimbus is out. Can Falcons really try and commit like they did last time? The last time they got away with this.
Is it going to even die in time?
They're trying. They're going all in for this. But Toby, the Torrent South Kid is going to put the BKB to finish it off.
Okay.
Radiant will get the kill on Roshan. Aegis finally picked up by Skeeter. So he's got the Aegis in his hands, but he's lost both of his supports. Falcons, it's just the cause here left alive. They've got to get out. As they're on the retreat, Pure, he's ready to chase them down. Skeeter's going to go back in on towards Thompson, but Thompson's able to kite him up. The X mark's there. Pure turns his head back over towards Skeeter. That's the Aegis. Take it out of the hands of the Sven. Amar moves in with the BKB and the static, then will clean up 9 class. Skeeter with the second life. Can he do anything to help out Amar? Amar's trying to finish on Thompson. The Thompson turns, takes him down. Skeeter will be able to jump across and kill Thompson. But Pure, he's going to be ready to run down this
cleaned
fence.
up.
Skeeter has no more options, nothing left to play with here. As the cleanup occurs once again in favor of Tundra.
Skeeter had to spend, I think, 10 seconds or something just switching items out, trying to figure out how he could
Who
pick
put
things.
the banner down there? Someone just threw a banner down in the middle of that fight.
I think it was Skeeter, maybe. Honestly, he was just like, he had his
Panicking.
inventory was
Yeah,
totally
get his hand,
full.
put this banner out.
Yeah, he was just trying to do
Yeah.
what he could, but either way, the fight, it starts out disastrous, right? They're all so low. Everything's initiated perfectly from Tundra. They will somehow actually clean up tops. Well, Amar cleans up Thompson and stuff, but
it's something, but the fact
No.
that Pure survives again,
Yep.
his next item's done, the butterfly's complete, his X marks as he dragged back towards the push.
and Toby has a full refresher, so a impossible team fight to play versus. 50 seconds, no Skeeter.
Mallory.
He's trying a buyback, maybe trying to catch him off guard.
Toby. So he's got the BKB, will get his combo off, refreshers pop. Pure, he'll quickly deal with crit.
Malrine.
Pure's ready to turn towards his next target. He's got eyes on Mallory. Mallory, Timber Chain up to the high ground. Skeeter trying to stand his ground against Pure.
Can he?
But Pure happily
I don't think so.
waiting back with the Sven. Skeeter's out for 2 minutes. Pure turns over towards Mallory. It's a triple kill for him.
Last time Pure's done it.
And he's ready to go for more. Let's see if maybe this game he can get close to the Rampage. I mean, okay, the BKB's out from Amar. They have the X mark.
Not enough people alive.
I mean, Pure could Fountain Dive if he wants to. He's in with the waveform. Thompson with the ult there will get the
GG.
kill on that one. And indeed, they'll tap out. It's all too much here for Falcons. GG is called. Tundra, they'll take this series 2-1. And they'll be moving on. They will knock Falcons